heels and a nice sweet top. Doing on our backs when we drop it like it's hot. I don't usually smoke, but here, do you have a light? It must be girls' night.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to the Bimbo and Butch podcast with me, Jenna, aka Bimbo, and
I'm Emer Maguire, aka Butch. Welcome back, folks.
today is just going to be a whole pile of, I don't know what, same as every other week. We always have a topic and we never stay on topic, which is kind of our life.
We can't stay on topic because we always have too much to talk about. We
Yeah.
get very distracted and then other things come up. Julie throws us the odd curveball,
Yeah.
tells us that she's from Kazakhstan, that she has a pet Tasmanian devil. We get very, very sidetracked.
We do.
But that's fine. People enjoy it. People like the crack.
We are the queen of sidetracked.
Absolutely.
This is why we have notes in front, because like we
Notes that I
are
don't
away.
look at.
Here, what about the Ed Gein thing? Did you watch the Ed Gein thing a few weeks back?
Oh, mother.
Did you, Julie?
Did I watch it?
Do you know what it is?
No,
Ed
What?
Gein on Netflix.
Are you allowed to watch TV?
I am. I just don't know what that is.
Ed Gein,
I live under a rock. sometimes.
Monster, on Netflix.
No.
How does she not know things?
I live under a rock.
It's mad. So, it was amazing, but it was very
It's horrifying.
disturbing, dark, all those things.
Your father's messed himself again.
You just brought that up because you wanted to do that. Yes. So there's just singing it, right? And Ed Gein is this weird guy, but then it turns out he murders people. He digs up dead bodies. It's true.
Yeah.
He was inspiration for Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Leatherface and a few other things, and he was necrophiliac and stuff like that, wasn't he? And he was very. He would always go, "Oh, mother," or you know.
Did you remember the body?
Mother said you'll give me venereal disease.
I'm going drinking.
I'm going drinking, mother.
That's why he
And then we'd
spoke.
be killing everybody. But the mother,
Augusta.
Augusta Gein, now the actor playing her, I can't remember her name.
Horrifying.
She's in a lot of things. She was horrifying, but she was incredible.
She was amazing.
But she does the most amazing impression. Because the dad's an alcoholic and the dad comes in and he's wet himself. And this is exactly... Now, she did it for me in the house. And I could not control myself laughing because it's so real life. So for anybody who watched it, you're gonna be a voice actor after this. Do it
I
again.
know I'm very good at voices, but I am very shy as well. So
Are you?
No, I'm very shy at doing them because I'm obviously going to be single forever if I keep doing things like that.
It would attract me to someone.
So
If someone could do an impression, it would really attract me to them.
everyone else was doing the impression of Ed Gein.
Oh, mother.
Yeah, so he's very easy to
You're
do for
go-
me anyway.
Easy, excuse me. You're going to give me venereal disease.
Hey, mother.
Is that-
Eileen and I are going steady.
Are those brown pennies for me?
Oh, Bernice.
Did
And then
not
I
make you
love
kids laugh?
the Mauler so much, so I was like, right, I can do that. I can do that.
So you do the most amazing impression of Augusta Gein.
Yes.
Please do it one more time.
All right.
You have to get into character.
Your father's messed himself again.
It's so good. It's so good that I got you to do it in a voice note to me on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And I have pinned it.
You have.
And anytime I'm feeling sad, I go and listen to it.
No.
Your father's messed himself again.
I talk constantly like her then.
You're so good at it. I love it. But what did you think? I find it really disturbing.
so disturbing.
And I'm not disturbed by anything.
Same. We messaged each other and I was like, Emer, I'm watching this and I know that we usually get off on stuff like this, but it's so dark that
Way
I was nearly
worse
going to
than the
give up.
Jeffrey Dahmer one.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Dahmer was
one
nothing
didn't-
on
no,
that.
I know.
And his was horrifying. It was hard watch, but it was so good, so well played, so well
He
acted and
was
put
so
together.
creepy, wasn't he?
Aye. And then
He
I went
was
on
scary.
then and on his Instagram, see him as a real like, and I couldn't believe the difference.
Yeah, because he's a really like good looking
Aye.
guy. He was in that Son of Anarchy.
Yeah.
The whatever he was. And I think he's English.
Yes.
Because I thought he was American.
You done a real good job.
See that Midwest American accent.
Aye.
Did you ever watch Making a Murderer?
Yes. Oh, aye.
And it was, I didn't know it.
I didn't. I
I
didn't,
didn't know it.
Aye.
I just thought like the accents were so spot on. It was amazing.
They were excellent.
But some people were saying not everything that was in it happened.
That's true
Like
because
the thing about the chainsaws and all never happened.
that never happened. I don't think he actually did have sex with dead bodies either. I think that was put on. He never admitted to doing that. I think it was very much not glamorized, but maybe
Sensationalised.
sensationalized. Aye.
Absolutely.
But he did dig up a body that was fresh
To pretend to be his man.
to pretend to be his mama, aye, because he missed her so much.
But like, so at the end of it, this is going to sound weird. I felt really sorry for him when they found out that he was schizophrenic, because obviously
Well, you'd know
there
he
was
was
obviously something
schizophrenic.
wrong with him, obviously. But like, did he not have something else as well? Like, he must have had a learning disability, or he must have.
did, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
His mommy said, "You're the town simpleton."
That's what they
Like, so everyone knew.
say about you.
They're right. I am
Jenna's
a
the
town
town
simpleton.
simpleton. No, but
But they did say that, like, everyone on it was like, "Oh, he's known as like the town simpleton."
But you know what's
or-
very hard? Like, see those people who are murderers and who are whatever. Obviously, there's something chemical wrong in their brain.
Oh my god, there has been studies.
But does that mean that they're just all... Obviously, they're sick, but does that mean they're not evil, they're just sick? Or can somebody just be evil? Do you know what I mean?
I think that's the whole debate. The whole debate is nature nurture kind of thing. Is it like,
Yeah.
are you born into it, or are you born with it?
Because when he wasn't killing people, he was quite sweet.
he was good.
Wasn't he?
Kitty?
Wasn't
Wee
he?
kitty.
He was he seemed like a nice fella.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? When he wasn't, but it was like something. He wasn't killing. But it was like
Or
something
walk
came
around
over
as
him.
Maz Nags.
That was weird.
So weird.
I didn't get that.
I didn't like that. It made me very disturbed.
I know, but then, and then there was the bit where he wanted to talk to the woman who was the first transgender woman, and
Chrissy.
yeah, and I saw what the movie the Danish girl is based on. You know,
I think so.
whatever.
I
I-
think she
I-
was the first like public transgender
Yes.
at the time.
was first person to actually have the surgery and things.
Yeah.
But I am so the town simpleton myself, because see the bits where he was talking to her and talking to the woman in the German prison.
Isla Koch. Did you think that was real?
Aye. I thought that was real.
That was
And
in his head.
do you know what I was thinking? I was like, that's actually very unfair that she has been so involved in that horrible movement and has been allowed to have a radio in her jail cell. And I just couldn't understand. And that's how literal I am. I really thought
Aye.
that she was talking to him and he was... And then whenever they said about it being... the radio being unplugged in his room,
That's
he
when-
was shocked. He wasn't as shocked as me. I was like... like, I thought it was such a twist for me.
Really?
Yeah. But that's how...
No. When he
you
was coming
you
out
tell
of the
me something, I
toilet,
believe it.
when he was coming out of the toilets in the bar and the whole Nazi camp people were there, did you not think, hold on, maybe he's dreaming this or thinking this?
I don't even remember that, but
That was very. It was very well played. It was.
it
done.
was very good. But that impression is...
I love it. I love
incredible.
saying it to you. See, when you done the opera house, I was dying to stand up and just shout it.
Just shout that out.
Just shout it out, and then I would have got carried away.
I would have
And
loved
just psychiatric.
You would have been removed.
Security.
Oh
Emil,
my God.
I know her.
And I'm like, I don't know you.
no, and I don't want to know
you.
anymore.
I don't know you.
So, again, we're off track. What else were we going to talk about?
We were going to talk about... my legs dead again, you know.
Emer, you have a clot.
This happened to me in my last episode. In our last episode, I
Did
had a
it?
wild... Aye, the episode we just recorded there.
Oh,
Remember?
last week?
Aye, last
Oh,
week.
Sorry.
Remember I had a wild dead leg and I had to get up in the middle of the thing?
And that's still going on.
It's still a week later.
You
It-
haven't rung a doctor.
She can't get through.
No, you can't get through,
You
you know.
can't get through to the doctor.
Well, God, can we talk about doctors, receptionists, please?
Yes, yes,
What is the
please.
crack with them?
Jeez, like,
Emer,
ours asks you.
Right, you tell not
Right.
tell me and go, what?
Right. So you ring up and can I get an appointment? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't think I have to tell you what is wrong with me. Oh, you do? You do have to tell me? And I'm like, unless you have a medical degree, Patricia, I am not telling you what is wrong with me.
Bleeding out my ass.
I know. Like, what is it to them? Why do they have to know?
They don't.
And it's not for triage, like, because they call you back and triage you.
Aye.
And they don't have any qualifications. Do you know what? I mean, maybe they have receptionist, but they don't have any medical qualifications to know what order to put you in or call you back. So I was finding it quite embarrassing. And it's really, really difficult. Do you ever go out and you're like, oh, the doctor's told me to book a blood test, or the doctor's told me to book
Yeah.
in with a nurse, and they're like, well, there's no appointment. And I'm like,
Aye.
well, the doctor is just, what do you want me to do? There's no appointment.
Aye.
And I'm like, go on, smile.
So it's not just my My
no,
surgery.
and my
then?
doctors in my surgery are amazing.
Yeah. And when you get to see them.
When you get to see, I don't think there's any better security force in the world than doctors' receptionists.
They should.
They
no.
take it so seriously.
Mm.
So seriously. It's unbelievable.
I rang up last week for my repeat prescription that I get every month for the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Never changes.
Yep.
So I rang up and I said, could I order my repeat prescription? And she said, oh, we don't take prescriptions over the phone. You have to come in. And I said, but I'm literally on the phone now. Can I just give you my name and date of birth? And she said, no, the system won't let us do it over the phone. You have to come in person.
But sure, how does the system
And
know?
I said, how does the system know? And she goes, well, that's the rules. Bye. Put the phone down. So I had to go up. And I was like, I was on the phone to you 3 minutes ago. Does it know that I'm here
That's
now?
the rules. Bye.
I get so annoyed because it's the same medication every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Just give me it.
They're like security guards on speed.
Oh, and then another time then, it was like a Friday and it wasn't ordered. Apparently it was my fault even though I made the repeat, and it's my antidepressant, so you can't go without it. And I said, look, I really need it because like I can't go the weekend. She goes, well, you're going to have to go to A&E. And I said, for 2 antidepressants?
You come up to my house.
Go to A&E. I'll go and see the drug dealer on the street. 2
Yeah.
diazepams.
Oh my
Keep
God.
me going. So the advice, like I just have a really bad time as a doctor, receptionist. It's really hard to get through.
They're very difficult to
But
get
I
through.
also would not like to be one.
I would hate to be one.
Imagine being one. The hate that you would get all day.
Aye, but I mean, some of it's smart. That's what I mean.
Huh?
People, I think, are only rude to them because they're fed up of them not kind of letting you through. Nobody's ringing the doctor for the crack. I mean, maybe
No.
they are. I don't know. But like,
No.
I've never rang the doctor and be like, do you know what I do? I'm really bored. I'll ring the doctor. I'll try and get the receptionist let me through for the crack.
Nobody wants
You're
to go
always
to the doctor.
dying. Do you know
Aye.
what I mean?
It's a last resort.
And you can't breathe. And they're like, could you tell me what's wrong with you? And you're like,
When
I
did the
literally think
symptoms
about to
start?
die. I
No.
literally
You
think-
should have rang an ambulance if you think you're about to die. You were not to GP surgery.
I know, I should do, but no, they're hard. I wonder if we have any listeners who are GP receptionists and they might say to us, you have no idea the stress that we're under.
Let us know. It's all
In
about
our-
education.
In my leg.
Emer, that's worrying. You're starting to go on like me.
I'm so dead.
Emer, that's scary.
That's
How,
so
does that happen
dead.
to you much?
All the time. And like, do we have doctors? Do we listening
That's
to?
a circular. She can't get through to your doctor, and now look at the state of her.
The receptionist won't let me through. My legs aren't working.
Then, we lifted it up for that.
That happens, man. I have a dead leg all the time.
Our next episode, you'll be coming with an amputated leg.
My dad be walking me in the coffin. That's
Don't
what
say
I'll be going.
that.
Could be. You know, I've had circulatory problems.
I do. That's
No,
why
I
I'm
had a clot in my
concerned.
lung before.
They normally would have leg trouble. That's how they would start.
Now, I have to say, see, when I had the issue in my lung, my doctors, not the receptionist, but my doctor was very, very good because I had, I don't know if I told you about this before. I had been coughing up blood for a few days.
You've never said it on the podcast?
Never said on the
No.
podcast. I thought it was red aftershock because I had been out for a 50th and we stayed in the Galgorum.
Who the hell coughs up red aftershock?
Well, I didn't know because I'd never coughed up blood before and I thought it must be alcohol from the weekend. And it was blood and then it kept happening for a few days and then I was like,
God.
better ring this fucking GP receptionist.
Coughing
up
up
blood. I know. Emer's messed herself again. So I went to, my GP brought me straight in and they were so good. And they like gave me a letter and they were like, we need you to go to the hospital. It's probably not this, but you might have a clot in your lung. And you go to the hospital. And I was like, I didn't really understand that it was serious. So I went home and got a Chinese. And then I went to the hospital because I thought if I were going to have to go to A&E and stuff for ages.
May as well
There's not
top
gonna be-
yourself up
might
with
as
food.
well
aye.
be full of food. So I
Full
went
of
then,
food.
and then they did like a blood test, like a D-dimer test, and that
Yeah.
says if you have a clot or not. And then mine was positive, and then they did like a chest X-ray and all, and then went in and they were like, "Oh no, it's okay, you don't have a clot." And then they're like, "Hang on, they've just sent us through something else. Oh, actually, you do have a clot."
How
and
could they
then-
get that so wrong?
I don't know. I think it's probably quite hard to see,
Right.
because they pump you full of dye and then scan you,
So the clot was in your lung.
in my lung.
Right.
But you know what is so weird, right? So that was on like maybe a Monday, and I actually wrote my doctor a letter to say.
I thought you were going to say root your will.
No, I did. I made a playlist of Spotify called Emer's Funeral, and I wrote a will.
Emer, did you think you were genuinely going to die?
they told me the first symptom for 1 in 3 people is death.
Go on. Tell us more.
Yeah, so I made a Spotify playlist and all.
Is that all?
Called it. It's all my
I
friends.
had to get my assets in order, not a Spotify playlist.
I don't have any assets.
You could tell she's no kids.
No, I know. I have 2 dogs, but I don't have any assets. Where do you see? Your library. Where is it?
Just all songs of yourself.
Emer's funeral.
Where? What's on there?
I thought it was what's in there. The first song on it.
Golden Ones. Our favourite song.
Listen.
I like the shit you did with Rockets too. That shit was fast.
Stand by Eminem.
Obviously.
Stand by Eminem. The Greatest by Sia.
Narcissistic of you.
Fingers crossed. Dream a little dream of me. Time after time, I will follow you into the dark. And then this is what I wanted as they were carrying me out.
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down.
Who is that? Demi Lovato?
Roses.
Who is that?
The band pair.
Do you still want buried to that?
It's quite delirious at the time because I actually thought it was one day, so I
quite
just had to put that playlist together very quick.
Right,
But,
that was a one.
yes, but I wrote my doctor a letter and I said thank you so much. I think you saved my life and blah blah blah.
Even
So
though
I
you went
was
home for training.
yeah, but I didn't realize how serious the
Right.
in the lung was till I got to the hospital. But see, that weekend after before it happened, I was in the Galgore for my best friend's 50th. And I don't know if it was because this says don't stay in the hot tub for over 30 minutes or
That's
whatever.
right.
And I was in it for about 8 hours. Drinks. I don't know if that was
Doing handstands and all.
having drinks for about 8 hours. So I don't know because that can affect your circulation
Of course
and
it
stuff.
can.
So, but that weekend, I went to collect the birthday cake from my best friend from another friend's house and then went down to the Galgorm. But see, when I was sitting outside the car of my friend's house to collect the cake, I got this serious pain in my chest. I've never felt a pain like it. And then I don't know, I nearly passed out for a second. It was so bad. And then I got out of the car, went into my friend's house to get the cake, and I said, just to let you know, I think I might have just had a heart attack. So if something, I'm pathologically calm, but I was like, if I collapse or something happens to me, can you ring an ambulance and can you tell the paramedics I had a severe pain in my left arm and the left side of my chest and
Emer.
I think I was having a heart attack? And she was like, yes. And I then got it again at her house.
Why didn't you just ring an ambulance then?
Because I didn't want to miss the party. Must be best friend's 50th. If I said to my best friend, I'm not coming to your 50th, I have a wee bit
I'm
of
dead.
chest pain, she'd be like, not good enough. So I just let her know because she was coming to the party. And I was like, if anything happens to me over the weekend, do you know? But then it never happened again until like the Monday and I was coughing up blood. But I swear to God, I believe that was that clot passing through my heart and settling in my lung.
Oh my God.
That's what I really think it was.
And did you tell the doctor that you felt that?
Oh yeah.
And they thought the same?
They'd suggest that, yeah. Yeah. And whenever they said about it passing through, I thought, that's what it was. That is 100%.
And you survived that?
And I cannot explain the pain. Like, I actually thought of that, because it was so sudden, and I actually thought, this is, when I was sitting in the car waiting to go and get the birthday cake, I thought, this
My
is
heart
the
is
moment
going 90. What,
that I am
listening?
going to die. Because I can't explain the pain. My whole one side of my chest and my arm and the squeezing pain. And it was like someone stuck a knife in the back of my shoulder blade on that side. And I thought, I am actually going to die. And then it went away and I was like, oh, better go get the cake.
Aftershock.
I know.
That is so that was that the only time that you've had a near-death experience?
No, I've had several near-death experiences.
Tell us more. I
So-
love a good near-death
But
experience.
it's so weird because this
Not for
is
me.
all very recent for me because I'd never had an issue up until that. So I had to go, they put a thing into your arm, they pump you full of dye, the dye goes into your chest so they can see the clot. So they did that, and they also gave me Clexane injections, which is what like pregnant women get if they're at risk of clots and stuff to
Blood
thin
thinners.
their blood, yeah. But I then had a horrendous allergic reaction,
the
really
dye?
bad. Swollen face, my entire body was covered in like this awful rash, right? I'll need to show you because it was so bad. And
Imagine opening up your coffin to that.
I know I would have needed to go to your mortuary, man, that you're going to.
Do a good job on it, or else just close the coffin.
Make me look better. Right, I need to get this to show you. Here, you can see a bit of me here. I can, well, there's me.
Emer, that is not you.
You see
Are
that,
you
Julie?
blonde? Are you blonde?
Yeah. There's also that one. There's
Emer,
also
that looks...
same face. I was so ill.
You're well looking.
I know. Look at me. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
So I had that rash. I had that over every inch of my body,
God, Emer.
and it's like my body was on fire. It was horrendous. So I had this.
Sorry, I had that.
You have what?
That?
The
That
rash?
Yes.
To what?
I was in hospital for like 5 days with it. It was
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, burning.
Yep.
Burning from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
What did you have an allergic reaction to something?
They're not really sure what mine was. I was only like 5 weeks postpartum, so I'm convinced that it was a postpartum thing.
Yes.
But like it was the second time round, so it had to be before like. But they said that it was maybe a penicillin allergy.
oh my,
my
god.
God.
Were you on fire?
Oh, I was miserable. It was literally
Horrific.
like the most awful thing.
It is horrific. Like, oh my
Jesus.
god.
Looks like you got scalded with hot water.
So that's what it felt like. So I had that. I woke up with that all over my body, and my lips and all were swollen. Everything was really bad. And then they thought I had an allergic reaction to the blood thinners. So then there was all this talk, well, we can't give me the blood thinners and blah, blah, blah. So it was, oh my God, it was a lot. But then I had another chest CT with the dye, and it happened again. So they realised it was the dye.
They'd done it to you twice.
But they didn't know that that's what
They
the
had to
allergic reaction was.
counter out
And
one
they
eye.
had to kind of monitor, was the clot staying or going or whatever.
Saying, how you going?
Staying or going.
Any chance?
But then I woke up then a few days later, and this pupil was the whole size of, so the black pupil was the whole size of the colour part of my eye, and I couldn't see out of it.
Emer.
And there was all this blood coming up, and I thought, I am actually dying. I thought, I'm dying. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm dying. But I had been on blood thinners then. They give me like tablet ones instead of the injections. And I went in the hospital, and they were like, there might be a bleed on the brain from the blood thinners. And I was like,
Oh my God.
are you kidding me? And they're saying we're going to need to do a lumbar puncture on it. I was like, no, I can't do that. I think it was to see if there was fluid or
But why
something.
couldn't you do it?
I don't know. I just thought, I think I was so afraid because I'd had the reaction to the dye, and
Yeah,
I was
okay.
so many needles at that point and all, and I was just scared. And like I'd never been sick before in my life, so it was all kind of freaking me out a bit. So they then did a brain CT, and then they said everything looks okay. If there was a bleed and it was small, we might have missed it, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh my God, if I had some kind of bleed on the brain. Then they sent me to, it was like eye neurology, so it was like neuro-ophthalmology or something
Yeah.
like that. And they were like, oh, you have something called Holmes-Addy syndrome. I was like, what the
As
hell?
well as everything
I
else.
was like, what is that?
What is that?
And it was like, let me Google it, 'cause I couldn't even remember. I can't even remember what it is.
Did the clot
Holmes-
cause it? They didn't know either.
So, I don't know. So,
Do you have any
a
pictures
rare
of your big eye?
neurological... No, but it still happens to me sometimes where this one goes the full size and this one's just normal. A rare neurological disorder characterised by a tonically dilated pupil that reacts slowly to light with absent deep tendon reflexes. And I was like, what do you mean? What does that happen? So they said that trauma or lack of blood flow or inflammation or whatever can happen to it. So whenever they were like shining lights in my eyes and all, this one was going really small,
Yeah.
and this one was just... It was closing, but it was going really slow. It was so weird. And I was having all these issues with it. And then, like, I wasn't able to see out of it. Oh my God, it was so weird. Now, they were giving me blood thinners for, I don't know, maybe a year. And then they said they didn't want to keep me on it forever because I was so young, you know. And there was also 2 doctors were arguing. One thought that I didn't have a clot and one thought that I did. They were arguing over the, what do you call it?
Prognosis?
Like the scans and stuff.
Right.
Then I had to keep going back in because I kept having these chest pains, and then my D-dimer thing where they test for the
Yeah.
clot kept being positive and blah blah and all this. So that was my first near-death experience, and then my next one was I went in for surgery, and they put me under, and I stopped breathing. Did I tell you this before?
No.
I stopped breathing, and I didn't know any of this obviously till they brought me around. They brought me around and they said when they put me under, I just totally stopped breathing. They struggled to get me back round, blah, blah. They weren't able to complete my surgery and stuff
Jesus
like this.
Christ.
And it was because I had undiagnosed sleep apnea.
Oh,
And
that's
I didn't
right.
know about it. So they keep asking you before, do you have any sleep apnea? Do you have any whatever?
Right.
And I was
I
like,
always
no,
wonder why
no,
they
no,
ask
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Because apparently if you put somebody under who has sleep apnea,
It
they
paralyzes
don't all
their
necessarily,
eye.
they don't breathe on their own. So they put me under. And I was just like, I just
They killed you
I
temporarily?
just stopped breathing. Yeah. But I didn't know I had it. Like, so then they sent me, I had to go and get tested. They did this test and they hook you up to all this stuff. And apparently I stopped breathing like 500 times every single night. I just stopped breathing.
And you wake up, you just
I
go,
had no idea because I'm not a bad snorer. I'm not. The only thing I knew was an issue was that I'd be very tired and I very frequently fall asleep like that. Like I actually thought for a while I had narcolepsy, and I very frequently have to stop the car because I will fall asleep driving. And
do you take a wee nap and then
I have to just
go
pull
drive?
in and just stop. Like there'll be times driving back from Ballyclare, we're only 45 minutes from my house.
I do too sometimes.
And I'll have to stop.
But nothing's wrong with me, I'm just tired.
Yeah. Well, I always thought I was just I actually thought autistic people are more tired because they are. But I also found out this thing that autistic people have a way higher incidence of having sleep disorders, which I didn't know.
Right.
Must be something about when you're developing and
Aye.
there's, not everything's developing properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't breathe on my own because I had sleep apnea, and then I woke up and I had this oxygen on and there was a whole panic and I didn't know anything about it.
So now you sleep with a machine?
Yes. I am the machine. Yes, I say.
Your girlfriend sleeps with the machine?
She sleeps with the machine. No, I sleep with the machine. So I wear. Have you seen
must
a
be
picture of
writing
me
sex
before?
at night time, no?
Oh, I'm so hot, right? Put on my wee retainer, and I put on my big mask. So it's a big mask. It's here, straps up here, straps
For
here.
God's sake.
Big massive tube, and it attaches to a box this size, the side of my bed.
Is it oxygen?
It's CPAP. It's continuous positive airway pressure.
Okay.
So every time my airway closes when I'm asleep, it forces it open. It's actually really cool. It has like an SD card in it, and it reports back to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
So like my consultant's able to see it, and if I ever don't wear it or anything,
He'll know.
he
He'll be able
rings
to
me and
shoot out.
threatens me and says, I'm going to take your license. So it is kind of amazing. And see,
But
ever
can you
since
lie on your side and all on it? Or do you have to lie on your back? That would be... Is it contraption
people
of some
say,
sort?
people are like, how do you sleep in that? I find it so
Comforting?
comforting and soothing, because you have to remember, before when I was sleeping, I wasn't able to breathe. So I was constantly uncomfortable. But now, as soon as it goes on, and it's really like, it's very quiet, only I can hear it.
Right.
It's really like rhythmic, because it's kind of forcing me to breathe. Oh my God, it is so relaxing. I actually find it now really hard to go to sleep without it.
I might give it a go. Do you ever want, I mean?
Give my one a go, absolutely. It'd probably be too big for your wee face, but you could try it.
I'm going to try it.
I'll
let you try my catheter.
It is amazing. that's why we're talking about it today, because I'm meant to be getting a call from him, because mine hasn't been working for like a month.
Emer, a month?
So I have been. Well, do you know? Like, it's dangerous. Like, obviously you're stopping breathing.
I know, but a month's
that's
far
what
too
Big
long.
Uncle Buck died from. You know
That's
Uncle
right,
Buck,
that's
and
right.
it's what Carrie Fisher died from too. Princess Leia.
Oh, I
They
never
both
knew
died
that.
from sleep apnea, heart attacks, and just from sleep apnea.
What do you hear my near-death experience? Whenever I was...
You've had loads.
Have I? I can only think of one.
Well, your spine exploded.
But that wasn't dead. I knew I wasn't going to die.
You were in that horrific car accident.
Then no, I was in a different one. But whenever I was 21 and I had heart and lung surgery, I had it in the Royal, and it was like a 9-hour surgery. It was so long,
It's
and
because your pectus. Yeah.
so my heart and lung had to be moved as well, because they were being pushed to the side.
Yeah.
So all that had to be moved. We had a rearranging going on in
Yeah.
there, and like coming into the final hours, there was a gas leak in the Royal, and everyone had to be evacuated. They opened me, and I was all yes, but everyone had to be evacuated. But my surgeons didn't leave because they couldn't leave me.
Were you on the table?
I was on the table open, and my mom
It's like an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
and my mommy and daddy were traumatized, because they were like, my daughter's down having heart and lung surgery, and they didn't know if I was on my own. They didn't know where I was, if I was being wheeled out. But everyone was taken out, and the gas leak was sorted, and the surgeon stayed on and finished me.
Oh my God.
How brave is that of them to do? And
That's
obviously I never knew
incredible.
that until I woke up. Only me.
Only you. I
Imagine
know.
being that surgeon. I'd be all, do you know what?
I'd be like,
I'm away.
I see you later, love. I'm a.
Put
It's
that
actually
wee
time
cloth
for
over her heart.
Time for
for
my
a
break.
second.
Stitch her up. That's incredible.
You know?
That is very brave. There are episodes
So
of Grey's Anatomy like that one.
I have never watched Grace.
You would love it.
Would I? Would I?
Oh my god.
People have said that
It's
to
one of
me.
the best TV shows ever made. Like, it is cheesy and all that there, but
And people have said I'd love it.
you would love it. Especially with that, because that happens in it a few times. It was similar to your
Gas leaks?
experience. Aye, but like, no, it's like someone's in surgery and there's a bomb or there's a shooter on the loose or there's...
Oh.
And the surgeons don't leave and it's amazing. It's very emotional, isn't it?
Do you know what I'm watching right now? Trespass.
Is that based here?
Yeah. Have you watched it?
No, but is my darling Gillian in it? Gillian Anderson?
Who's that?
Who's Gillian?
I'm trying to... The girl with the dark hair.
No, she's blonde and beautiful. Gillian Anderson.
Show me a picture. Have you watched it, Jilly Trespass? No. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about
No.
it. And Marty McCann's in it.
The boy that was on Blue Lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love him.
Gillian Anderson.
Oh, she's the Muller eye.
Yeah,
She's
oh
the
my god,
alcoholic
she
mother.
is so beautiful.
She is, but she plays a good role in that. She's the alcoholic mother.
That's
And
her.
I.
So, is it good?
I'm finding it really hard to like, if I'm being honest. And I thought I would love it. It's a young Catholic girl falls in love with a married Protestant man.
Right.
And that's it. Literally it. There's not much else happening.
I didn't know that was what it was about.
Aye. And I
is
love...
it set now?
No, in the 70s. And I know. I love things that are set in the north, but I like it more recent. I don't really like
Like
them
Blue
back
Lights?
then. Blue Lights.
Do you love Blue Lights?
Obsessed.
So
Obsessed.
I love it as well.
Aye.
But there was a delay to me starting to watch the new season because I kept wanting to watch it. And you know, one of the big downfalls of when you start going out with somebody, you're no longer allowed to watch anything on your own.
No, you have to wait.
It's nearly grounds for breaking up.
It's cheating.
Exactly.
It's cheating on someone if you do that.
So Sam was all to me, no, we need to wait so we can watch it together. And then I kept being like, let's watch Blue Lights tonight. Let's watch Blue Lights tonight. And she'd be like, no, I need to watch a full recap on YouTube so I can remember what happened. And I'm like, fucking, are you serious? So
A full recap of the one
she was
before?
like, of the 2 seasons before.
Oh, right, okay.
So I was like, fine. So we finally got around to watching this recap. We watched the first episode, and ever since then, she fell asleep. Ever since then, this is what girls do. They make you wait to watch something with
And then
them, and they fall asleep. So she then, she fell asleep, so we're going to have to rewatch the first episode. I tried to put on the second episode. She was like, no, I don't want to watch something that I have to think for. And I was like, what do you want to watch? And it's like, RuPaul or The Jungle, which are things I hate, which is like the opposite of me. So we have not got round to watching the next episode, but I'm so excited. And like, there's like a few comedians and stuff in it that obviously,
Yeah.
I know from the comedy world.
From
So
the north too.
I'm very excited to watch it. And
Aye.
I love it.
Do you like it?
I thought you put your hand up.
Can I go to the toilet?
But I love it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And Declan Lawn, who's the writer of it. I've done a
Yes.
few panels and a few radio shows and stuff with him, and he's just lovely and really talented and stuff like that. And
He messaged me and we're going to meet for coffee as well.
oh my god, you could be in the next Blue Lights.
No, I have a script.
Oh,
Screenwrite.
you have a script. Very
Got
exciting.
a screenwrite for your daddy. No. He messaged the My Life Me podcast and was like, I love this and I love what you're doing. And I went in and I was like,
he's
oh
a
my
really
god,
nice
it's
guy.
him from Blue Lights. And then I
He's
was
so
telling
lovely.
him. He was like, we'll meet for coffee and have a look at it. And
Absolutely.
imagine.
That's amazing. It's great here though, because I feel like people in the north are very supportive of each other.
They are.
Do you know what I mean? And like, see the way there's like local actors in it, local people,
Love
local
that.
comedians. I just think it's class. See, every time I see someone on screen and I recognise them, I get so excited.
So do I.
Or like, even if I see a location and I know where it is,
Aye.
I'm like, oh my god, this is
Seeing
incredible.
Duna on it.
Yes,
Duna?
I know she's in, but I haven't seen it yet.
She was brilliant. Like,
I've heard
so
she's a
brilliant.
really good actor.
Aye. And she thought her role was just perfect
Yeah.
for her as well.
I can't wait. I can't
So
wait to see
good.
it. So I'm gonna try and maybe tonight I'll rewatch
Do.
episode because there's a bit of a gap. I watched that Eileen Wuornos thing.
Yes, so did
The
I. I
woman
watched
serial
that.
killer.
What do you think of her?
I think she was very badly treated, and I think
But as a child or in life in general?
life, and she was put to death. And did you watch that, Julie? The
Julie,
Eileen
do you
Wuornos?
watch? Do you have a TV?
She only has the wireless. She's not allowed a TV.
She has a CB. Do you remember them?
No, what's a CB?
You probably wouldn't remember them.
No.
Years ago, it was before the internet, like a walkie-talkie thing, but you would be able to talk to your friends in different stations.
No,
My sisters had one. They're
I
old.
definitely didn't have one. But the Eileen My leg is so dead. The Eileen Wuornos
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
So the story. Do you know her story? I didn't know it either. She's not on this planet.
She doesn't know where she is.
I didn't know it either. But basically, she was a female serial killer, and she was put to death there in 2000 and something.
Not too long. Was she the first female to be put in
She wasn't the first, but there's not many. There's not many of them. So her story was that she grew up, and let me get a very quick overview because I don't want to get it wrong because there's been enough I think done to damage her memory. Eileen Wuornos, brief story. So, tell you this properly. Right, so Eileen Wuornos, so she was an American serial killer. She murdered 7 men in Florida between 1989 and 1990. That's a quick turnaround.
Aye.
While working as a prostitute. So she had a very traumatic childhood. Her parents were teenagers. Her father was a convicted child abuser. He died by suicide in prison. Her mother abandoned her at a young age. She was adopted by her grandparents, and she was abused again by her grandfather, physically and sexually abused by her grandfather.
Sad.
It's terrible. She ran away from them, and she got pregnant whenever she was 14, gave her son up for adoption. She became a sex worker, but she was gay, so she was a sex worker but was in a relationship with a woman, and she had been there had been these men in Florida going missing and being murdered, but it turned out they found her fingerprints and it was her. But what had happened was they had obviously approached her as a prostitute, but she said she killed them in self-defense because they had tried to attack her or whatever.
Do things that she didn't agree to.
Exactly. And she said then, before she was put to death, she said that the first couple had tried to attack her and she killed them in self-defense. And then she thought, if I'm going to be caught for this and I'm going to be put to death or in prison. So she said, I'm going to take down some of these other horrible guys. Which
That's what she did.
I mean, that's kind of helping another woman. It's so that's what she did. So she was really, it was very sensationalized by the media because she was a woman, because she was gay, because whatever.
She was a sex worker.
She was a sex worker, all this stuff. She was basically, people saw her as the lowest of the low, basically. And then there's a bit in the show, you should watch it, it's so sad, because she is on the stand, this first guy that she killed, the first guy that was found, she's in the stand and she is talking about him and what happened. She went to his car and all this here and whatever, and then at one point he started to attack her. And I know older people and all are like, well, if you're a sex worker and that's what you've chosen to do, then you're putting yourself in that position. But like, he really viciously attacked her. Like, nobody is asking for that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't pay her. So she says, well, then I'm not doing anything. And he attacked her anyway. And she said that she killed him in self-defense, that he was a monster, that he was a terrible guy and all this. And nobody believed her. And the prosecutor who was prosecuting against her was like, no, there's no evidence that. He was a good family man. He was a good guy. And only then, when she was on death row, there was a female news kind of journalist. She went, and within an hour she found information to say that man, it was all true. He had been arrested before for sexually abusing women. He had asked to be kept in an asylum or something because he knew he was going to hurt women.
Oh my
and
God.
Kill them. And she said to the prosecutor, it took me 1 hour to find that. This man had been arrested for other rapes, other whatever. And the guy, and she said to the guy, like, how do you feel about that? And he couldn't give a shit. And see, whenever she told Eileen Wuornos, who everyone said, no, she's a liar, she's this, she's that, whenever she told her, and she was already on death row and she was waiting to be executed, and she said, we have found information that he was arrested for abusing women and he was a predator and all, like, I felt so sorry for her. Obviously she did what she did, she shouldn't have done that. I felt so sorry for her. I thought, you're somebody whose life was just ruined.
I should,
and
such
just
a bad
not your
life.
own, just a terrible life.
I know.
And then they put her to death, and they were all waiting outside the prison, and it was in the 2000s, like, that she
It
was
wasn't
put to
that
death.
long ago. Well,
It wasn't that long. And do you know what they started the show saying? It was that it was a police officer talking over, and he was like, I don't know how she got work as a sex worker. I mean, she's repulsive. She's so
Sing
horrible. And,
that.
all this. And I was like, first of all, she wasn't.
And
She's
he was
totally
about
average
50 stone himself.
He was disgusting. She was a totally average looking woman. Nothing wrong with her. And he was basically saying, oh, she was... And I was like, what is that? Even if she was, what would that have to do with anything?
No.
And I just
Putting her
thought that
down,
shows you how they treat women. And we've had comments like that too.
We have. Do you know, the men really hate it whenever we said that we were treated differently. I mean, they had
went
the
ballistic.
roof. They went through us for a
They
shortcut.
snowflakes. They're so sensitive.
So sensitive.
Jeez.
And I think they're, what do you call it, by you?
Intimidated?
Yes, intimidated by you.
Because that's
Big
the other
time.
woman.
Because they were saying, oh, no baller man. Who's that wee
Right.
man?
So see, we get comments on TikTok about Jenna's appearance. Because people are jealous, I think.
Do you think?
We generally don't get comments about my appearance.
No.
But on that, which I'm surprised by because I thought we would, but on that post that we put up, would you hear this?
All we said was men can get away with saying more on a podcast than girls.
That's all we said.
That's what we said.
And I said, yep, men can get away with it.
Because they can. We've tried and tested it.
Yeah. And I said, women get way more, boys can say things in the podcast that we can't say, and if we said them, we would get cancelled. That's all we said. When you hear these comments, right? Now, these are all from men.
Say their name.
Well, this one's, oh no. Do you not have to have an audience to be cancelled? Right?
I thought that was funny.
I thought it was kind of funny too. I'll tell someone, that man's right about me. So trying to, I never any comments on my appearance, who I am, and that. But now that I've said something about, and literally, boys get away with more.
They do. We've said
that's
facts.
literally a fact. That's a fact of life. That man's right about me because they're obviously trying, but they're so stupid because they're trying to say it's offensive to be a man, and they are men. How stupid can you be? It is offensive if you're that dumb. So someone said, that man is right. What are you trying to say? They must be trying to stand up for me. And he replied, he is talking real sense, highly intelligent. But there's a few girls commenting back saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? There's another guy, Ryan Maher, lovely fella. I'm sure your mother's proud. What's this man talking about? Let me see. Someone else put a tax on podcast equipment. Oh, fucking, there's a tax on paying a fortune. Someone else, Sean Friel, who's the young lad, and all these laughy faces, because that's so offensive that I look like a boy. Let me see.
Imagine they were talking about me the whole time.
I know. Podcast equipment is so easy to get. Someone else, Nathan Stevens, well said, that man. Someone else, Monty Fry.
They're really obsessed.
Geezer knows what he's talking about.
My
Andrew Thompson, who is this lad? Jenna Kingston, podcast equipment needs to be more expensive. Telling the truth, what's this big lad saying? That
big
one
lad.
might be you.
That was me. Big
Let
lad.
me see. Someone says, this is such a stupid comment. It's almost like centering your audience around the more emotional gender comes with downsides. That's just insulting all women.
What does that, what is he trying to gain from that?
Nana Doris, they'll give any dickhead a podcast these days.
She's right.
They absolutely will. Someone else, this is offensive, someone else has written their name as a made up username because they're chicken shit. They've written Boo Dykes. And they are so dumb they've spelt Dykes wrong. If you're going to call me a dyke, at least spell it right.
Hold
you
on.
absolute imbecile.
They're calling me a dyke as well.
Oh yeah, Dykes plural. I'm sure.
Couple.
There's some crack because I'm pretty sure they'd like to see that. Like, do you know what I mean? They're
Oh
full
my,
of
they
shit.
would pay top dollar
They would
to see
absolutely would. Oh yeah. So then there's some people saying, it's not true. Nonsense. Women get away with so much more than men. When?
Where's your facts?
Look at the way the panel and loose women behave. Especially when there's an attractive male guest on. If men acted like this, they would be immediately cancelled. I don't watch that, so I don't know what that's like.
I can't comment.
Someone says, this is the girls now. Jane, lovely Jane. Girls, just be 100% yourself. We love you for it. You won't get cancelled.
Thank you, Jane.
Someone said, it's clearly the audience. Female comedy podcasts hit that are the problem. So again, blaming a female audience. Let me say, that's not right. It's your own assumptions. You're completely off the mark. Don't pander and say what you want. Don't draw attention to it. It's your audience's fault. Someone said, is this the fiery banter? Again, they
Funny.
spelled fiery wrong.
But it was funny.
I love that everyone who comments negative
Spells it
things
wrong.
cannot spell.
They can't spell.
Um,
They're illiterate.
They are illiterate. Someone said, you're so right. Absolutely. Someone said, oh, I will say all the words. That's another girl. Someone said, honestly, hope you be yourself, girls. Really, really love the podcast. Someone said, this is a guy, Big Dave. Thank you, Big Dave. There's a big difference between swearing and some of the horrendous stuff I've heard male podcasters say. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Dave. Also, someone thought we were talking about a podcast in particular.
No.
Whatever podcast episode they were referring to, we had recorded our podcast way before that. So we weren't talking about anybody in particular. We were kind of more talking about guys generally getting to say stuff.
Just guys.
And us not. Someone said, be like Luke and Pete. They say anything and they don't care. So funny.
Who's that? Do you know who that is? Luke and Pete?
I don't know. I have no idea who that is. So, and someone says, please don't censor yourself. Women are so much funnier, as Emer says. True. But we dull ourselves down to be acceptable. You do you. It's way funnier. So, those are the but it was unbelievable the amount of little hurt men who were trying to
so
hurt me
hurt.
by calling me a man. I was like, you're insulting yourself, guys.
I know. And
You're
then spelling it all
insulting
wrong
yourself.
as well.
I know.
Right,
So
Julie's
you've got a few
doing this.
comments. You've got a few comments as well, but
I did.
they've not been about your mannishness.
Thank you very much.
They've been about your
Looks.
looks, which is crazy.
I think I look alright. I don't think I look
think you
any
look
less
good.
or more than anybody else.
I think you look good. I think it's people who have they could never get you in real life, so they're
What do you
trying
think?
they're trying to bring you down. Yeah. Because somebody commented something about, is that the way she really looks? Remember that? And I wrote back and was like, yeah, isn't it hard to believe she's this beautiful? And he was like, no. And like his profile picture was like,
A duck.
hi.
I'm holding a duck
Yeah.
on his head.
Like,
Aye.
toys the biggest mingers, who said as well.
Ming bats. Right.
Ming bags.
Next week, we're going to talk about school. Back in the day. Did you like school? Do you know what? We'll leave it until
No, I
next
hated
week.
it. But
Right. Even better.
do you remember at my show there on in the Opera House?
That's
there
why I
was
wanted to talk about it.
three
teachers.
secondary school teachers of mine and two primary school. My P2 teacher was
One
there.
of Julie's teachers was there too.
Oh my god!
I know. They
I
were watching
will be
yous all.
asking for a refund from her, Julie. No, it was great. This is the Bimbo and Butch podcast. Please listen to us next week. Give us a review as well. We've got amazing reviews, but we need more so that people can find us and spread the word about the podcast. So I am Emer, aka Butch.
And I am Jenna, aka Bimbo. See you next week.